And, a key gateway that makes all this possible, whether we're, acting on the impulse of desires from within or receiving information from without, or rather, the five senses are um, integral to the equation. Your capacity for sight, taste, touch, smell, um, is richly informative. And there's there's senses beyond those as well, like magnetolocation as a sense, like birds and perhaps insects, maybe fish, have some unique capacity to orient upon them, particular magnetic meridian lines that stretch across the earth. That's how they can migrate from here to there and know where they are, etc. So, or maybe you want to count echolocation as sound, but there's some little extra going on there. There's some special going on there too. Or snakes can they have like pits, they can basically see in the dark based on sort of heat registration. So, and those are just the ones that I happen to know very little about. There's probably other forms of sense perception, but regardless of how many there are, sense perception is a gateway to your interior space. And there's a function in your mental space called manas, like that. That is, one translation is the theater of the mind. I love this word, theater. Imagine going to theater, right? Maybe it's an old-timey one with little chandeliers and balconies and a little bit of plush velvet and, stage with the drapey, perfectly draped curtains. And in this theater, a, a presentation or a show occurs. And you get to watch the show and then, dancing girls and the band and the whole thing and take it all in. And this manas assembles the sensorial input to give you a cohesive impression of the outer world, the outer world, such that it appears as though that perception, that you were actually perceiving what's out here. What's out here? Derek's over there with the computer in front of him, right? And the door behind him. It's all happening over there, right? Actually, the sensorial experience of that occurs within you, again, to give you the impression. It's a very magical sleight of hand going on here with pretty significant implications. In fact, there's a bit of a lag too. So by the time this whole picture gets put together, you know, you're looking at a fragment of the past, a little bit like how sun rays, 7 minutes ago left the sun and then they kind of touch our skin. Like, I see you, sun. you know, thank you for that blessed kiss right now. That actually happened 7 minutes ago, etc. So manas constructs meaning, and it also has the capacity to fill in a bit of the blanks. There's those kind of visual puzzles and so forth that have you looking at white but thinking it's gray. You ever seen those sort of puzzles, or the forks are going this way, but no, they're actually going this way. So there's ways of kind of duping manas as well. And we dupe ourselves as well. They call it there's a car accident, police show up and take in the report and oh, it was a red car. No, it was a maroon car. No, it was a, you know, burgundy car. Our impressions are colored by our internal agenda as well, which leans into a conversation about samskaras and sort of deeper impressions within the mind and how those color, including things like memory and how they color. But there's certainly more to the story, more layers to unpack. But I wanted to share the initial and most obvious kind of layer in the whole perceiving business or the whole perceiving process.